this quick start guide on how to use the Evaluate My School platform. The first thing you will want to do is to add a new evaluation, because your dashboard when you first register will look blank. So you'll simply click up here, new evaluation. You can either choose from one of our suite of templates, or you can create your own evaluation from scratch. I'm going to select from one of the templates. I will look through all of the evaluations and select the one that I want to create. I'll click Create Evaluation, change the name if needed, and create evaluation. You will then be prompted to add your participants. Now, the participants are the schools in your organisation. Even if you are a single school, you will still need to add your school as a participant. Once you've added all of the schools, you can then add users to each of those schools under participant roles. You can choose whether they are an admin, a contributor, or a reviewer. An admin is able to add and delete other users. A contributor can just update scores and add comments, and a reviewer can just see the data but can't make changes. So just decide, depending on what permissions they need, which role to allocate them. And when you're ready, you can add a user. Now, users will not receive their registration email until the evaluation is made live, which I will show you how to do in a moment. And if for whatever reason, when the evaluation is live and they still don't receive their invitation, you can come back onto Setup Evaluation and resend the invite. You can also edit the permissions by clicking on the pencil to the right. Your participant schools, you can sort them into dashboards. There is guidance on our support website of how to create dashboards, but they are useful if you have, for example, primary and secondary schools that you want to be able to analyse the data individually of. You can also add your colleagues to evaluation roles. So if you have colleagues who also need to see the data for all schools, you will assign them again as an admin or as a reviewer. Now, when you are ready to open your evaluation, you will select it to go live. However, before we do that, we are just going to check that we are happy with the questions and the scoring. And you can check this under Setup Evaluation. You have some different options here. So firstly, I will just check the evaluation questions. And you have the option here to change any of the statements. Again, we have further guidance on how to do this on our website, but using the pencil, you can edit the statements, you can reorder them using the double-ended arrow, or if there are statements that you don't think are applicable for your context, then you can delete them as well. Under the edit, you also have the option of selecting them to be not applicable. So schools can have the option of missing out that question. You also have the option of changing this scoring under Edit Score Types. You can create new labels. You can also add actions. Again, there is guidance on our website of how to do this, but if you want to add action fields such as assign actions to a specific user or set review by dates, you can do that under action fields. And if you need to, then you can also create response forms, which are helpful for supporting quality assurance or adding qualitative questions in there. Once you're happy with how the evaluation looks, you are then ready to open your evaluation. So you'll return to Setup Evaluation, you'll check the details. You can add your school or organisation's logo here so that it will appear at the top of the evaluation. And then you will go to Control and you will just click Go Live. And this will send registration invites to all of your users. It will also mean that they can see the evaluation on their dashboard and can complete it. You can pause your evaluation at any time, and that will remove it from users' dashboards so that they're no longer able to see it. You can also make the average scores visible to all your participants of an evaluation, and you can do that across the whole evaluation, and you can do it within dashboards as well. That will mean that schools can compare themselves against average scores across all other schools that have completed that without seeing other individual data. If you need to, you can reset all of the scores, and you can also delete the evaluation here. If you need to export your data, you can do so by clicking Export and Reports. Just come to the Export tab, select what data it is that you want to export, and click Generate Report. Once it's been generated, your file will be available for download under the My Reports function. That was the Quick Start Guide. There's lots more that you can do on the platform, so we would highly recommend that you go on to our support website for further guidance to see all of the different features that you can use. You can also contact us at support@evaluatemyschool.co.uk for further guidance. We hope you enjoy using the platform.